Hello. Pull. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Woohoo!
Good morning, Ma. Good morning, classmates. We are the Group 13 reporters. My name is Clarissa A. Panes. We're going to report is all about global food security. Food, a vital resources for humans regardless of race, nationality, religious affiliation, economic status, or educational attainment. It is basic to society for survival. Therefore, it is important for nations to secure a constant supply of food for the consumption of people. When we say food, one the most important needs in order human to live and survive. Bisan pag unsa imong status sa imong kinabuhi, basta nangyahan gyapon kag pagkaon because without food, human does not exist. Next, food security, defined as the physical and economic access at all times to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food for people to meet their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. Swaminathan 2003 is a worldwide issue which must be given considerable attention. About sa food security, dapat ang imuhang food is nutritious and safety ang imong pagkaon. Ug dapat enough siya sa demand sa tao, pero mas maayo nga mas daghan og supply kaysa sa demand para maiwasan ang or to avoid malnutrition and shortage or food crisis.
With the growing and persistent demand for food both of local and international scale, the agriculture sector and food corporation in a nation must be able to meet demands by increasing production capacity and overall productivity. For example, of solution in the rationing of foods. Although this solution can lead to even more problems, it may ultimately worsen food security as in the experiences of India with its targeted public distribution system.
So, for example, ang pag-ubos sa production sa rice, di ba, kabalo magigita nga ang Asian is ga-consume gita og rice. So, maong daghan nun gyud ato og tanom para dili lang sa atong lugar maka-consume kundi sa uban pong lugar.
Another example of solution is international trade. It is viewed as a solution to potentially dampen the blows on food security in nation. While relatively poor countries can benefit from international trade by receiving subsidies from rich countries, the latter will be pressured to increase food production capabilities. Rich countries may also struggle with handling food security issues at the domestic and the foreign level. Kanan Michandradev, Rain Sharma 2000.
Napod biya tayo mga farmers nga gatanom og rice pero dili siya sapat para maka-provide sa mga tao mao nang kinanglan gyapon ta nga exportan sa lain bansa.
Economic and agricultural reforms have proven viable in addressing food security issues like in the case of China, one of the most populated countries in the world. In 1970, China began reforms in these sectors to ensure food security for the country and its people. Nutrition-wise, China was able to reduce the number of undernourished people by 7 million from 1990s to 2000. Jiang 2008, both grain production and household income increased, creating a synchronized and self-sufficient domestic environment. Couple this with relevant market and pricing policies, domestic food security can be relatively achieved, not at a considerable degree. Ang China kay ang pinaka-populated nga countries nga naga-address about food security issues para to ensure nga safe ang foods product ug para sa mga tao. In the year of 1992, nag-reduce daw ang undernourished people by 70 million ug nagkataas sab ang household income sa mga tao ug ang mga patakaran sa pag presyo sa ilang mga sa market. Tapos pagsabayin at sapat sa sarili at kapaligiran sa tahanan. The term of domestic environment refers to the space where occupants live and correlate with socio-cultural and environmental factors that may affect their health and well-being. In a state in which two or more people or things move or happen together at the same time and speed.
Armed conflict cripples and weakens food security both in domestic and international level. In the recent decades, international strife has developed food production and supplies in countries such as Israel, Turkey, and Syria. Armed groups against a legitimate government target to prevent, seize, and or destroy food aid that is intended for the government armed forces. Because of the conflict, farmers are driven away from their lands and production has stopped. Truman Pinstrap Anderson 1999. The effects of these circumstances also spill over to neighboring countries due to international trade. So ang armed conflict ay napahina ng mga armadong tunggalian ang seguridad ng pagkain sa parehong antas ng domestic and international na sa makalipas na mga dekada. Ang panloob na alitan ay nagpapahina sa produksyon ng pagkain at mga supply. So sabot ani kay tungod sa mga armed conflict na apektuhan ang seguridad sa pagkaon, hinay ang mga supply sa mga pagkaon sulod sa isa ka dekada tungod sa mga ang forces laban sa isang target ng pamahalaang legitimate upang maiwasan ang pag-aga o sirain ang tulong sa pagkain na rayon para sa sandatahang lakas. Tungod sa armed conflict na apektuhan ng mga farmers are driven away. So tungod sa conflict apektuhan ang mga farmers, ipahawa sila sa ilang mga sa mga kayutaan nga naka-apekto pod sa ilang pagprodukto sa mga pagkaon.
Hunger can lead to conflict and further food shortage, affecting both rural and urban areas, especially in countries with internal conflicts. Historical examples include the French Revolution of 1789, which was partly triggered by a lack of food, and the current Venezuela food crisis. As Venezuela's economy declines, commodity prices have soared despite the government selling some food packets and regulated prices. Only about 1/3 of the country's population has access to this, highlighting the severity of the issues. Ang gutom ay maaaring mantong sa salungutan at karagdagang kakulangan sa pagkain. So ang kagutom daw is naa siya'y negative na effect
kay tungod sa kagutom mas makulang ang pagkaon. Dili lang sa gamay na lugar pero sa mga dagko na nga mga lugar like city or even countries. So an example of this is kadtong nahitabo sa French Revolution sa year 1789. So ang nahitabo ato na time is lack sila food or kulang og pagkaon tungod sa ato na apil ang Venezuela sa food crisis or kakulangan sa pagkaon. So ang mga Venezuelan is mas nidako ang krisis kay tungod sa ni mahal pod ang mga baligya that time. 1/3 lang ang maka-access or makapalit sa property sa Venezuela ato na time, which ang mga dato lang kay sila ramay na ikaya mo palit sa mga food na baligya.
And the last, food is crucial for a healthy, functioning, and peaceful society, both domestically and internationally. So food is an important thing to have a healthy and active citizens. Also, food makes the society peaceful since there are well-managed and enough supply of food demand locally and internationally. So, ang food juda is importante gid sa ato ang kinabuhi kay kana atong matag adlaw nga ginakaon or mga kinahanglan and good para pud sa ato ang health o sa ato ang ug makagipon siya og peaceful sa ato ang society o malinawon tang tanan. So therefore, food security should be a top priority for all governments. It is important for a country's economy to be resilient enough to mitigate the negative impacts of food security issues. So therefore, dapat ang government must give attention to the food security in the country since it is foundation of sustainable economic development. So food security is thus important to prevent food loss and favorable impact of the environment and society. Kana dapat tagagan og pagtagad sa government ang atong food security para makaiwas ta sa kanang mga malnutrition o wala na yung mga kanang di nakabati ang mga tao og kagutom ug kakulangon sa ato ang kinahanglan sa matag adlaw. So additionally, creating an international network to address food security challenges is a goal that all members of the global community should work towards. So additionally, creating plans and solutions to combat the food security issues is the goal of people in one's nation to work together. Therefore, all citizens in one's country must responsible, well-mannered, and be cooperative and be ordered to achieve food security. So, kana siya is dapat yun kitang tanan is dapat magtinabangaytan yung tanan para dili ta makaranas og kagutom or mangitatag mga bulhaton nga paraan ng mangitatag kanang makatabang sa ato matag adlaw. So kanang dapat for example kanang mananom ta og mga gulay, mga prutas para pag-abot sa panahon naatay makuhaan nga mga pagkaon para dili sad ta makabati og kagutom sa matag adlaw or para makatabang pud na sa ato o dapat sad tinambangay tang tanan ay para malikayan ang malnutrition o food crisis para dili ta kabati og kagutom sa matag adlaw. Dapat magtinambangay ta ninyo sa pamaagi sa magtanom ta, mag-gardening ta sa atong panimalay para pag-abot sa panahon naatay makutlo nga pagkaon. Ano ginaingon nga ayaw ninyo sayangi ang pagkaon kay daghay mga ubang tao nga nakabati sa og kagutom. Don't waste food. And this is the end of our report. Thank you.